Hello everyone, welcome to Illustraca. So in our previous lecture, we have seen how to you can say draw this PM interaction curve for your provided rectangular column. Okay. So now what I have done, I have created the same column in ETABS section designer. So if I go to find section properties, frame sections, you can see I have created this column of 450 by 450 with concrete grade M40. Okay, in section designer tabs. Okay, and I have provided this reinforcement of 25 dia. If you just right click on the reinforcement, see it is of 25 dia and HYSD 500 grade. Okay, so if I now see the interaction surface for this particular column, I will click on here interaction surface. Okay, and you will see it is giving me these points, right? It is giving me total 11 points, and it also gives the capacity for the tension. Okay, so what I will do, let us see whether the result that we have got, it is I mean coming, it is whether it is close to what the software is calculating. So I'll click on any axis because this is the metrical section. So whether PM3 or I mean PM3 means P with M3 axis, moment about M3 axis, major axis, or P with moment about minor axis. Okay, so let us select any PM3 suppose. And if you see the first case that we have, there is no moment, and the axial capacity that we are getting here, that means this point. Okay, take my pen. Here, so if you see this point, so it is given by the software, it is 3866.38 Newton. How much we got in our calculations? Remember, if I open our calculations, it is around 3866.5. So very near to what we got in the software also. 3866.38 and we got 3866.5. So it is almost similar, right? Okay. And then if you see, there are the value that we got for the balance point, which is 112.2 or 3422. Uh, let us try to find this 3422, what we are getting here. So in between 36 and 31, there is no further, I mean, intermediate point given, and in between 11 1230 to 893, there is no further point given, and in between 438 to minus 284, minus that is, it is going below the axis, that means tension. So we actually require the intermediate value, maybe 0 or some value which is low, to compare our results. So here why we are getting 11 points, because in the, if I just click on OK and OK and cancel it, if you see in the design, concrete frame design, and if I go to view revise preferences, here we have these two options. One is number of interaction curves. So I have explained in the previous lecture that you have the column like this, and if you, we are generally finding the you can say capacity curve for the major two axes, right, major and minor axis, but you can orient the axis like this, like this, like this, like this, and you can find out the capacity, I mean the capacity curve. So here you can define how many capacity curves, or you can say how many axes it should consider, how many 2D interaction curve it should calculate, and then it should combine to get the final capacity of the column. So here by default is 24, and then number of interaction points. So if you have, suppose like this, we found out how many points, 1 2 and 4 in our manual calculation. So now here you can define how many number of interaction points it should calculate. Okay, so the more the interaction point is, the more precise or more, you can say, smooth this curve will be. If it is 4, so it will be straight line, so it will be ignoring this portions, right? Okay, so that's why you can increase the number of you can say points here. And suppose, let us, for now we are putting it a value of 301. We need to give a value as a odd number, so 301 I kept. I'll click on OK. I'll go to define section properties again, frame sections, and this I'll modify section designer. I'll go to direction curve again, and you can see now we have total 301 points calculated, and now it is more precise. Okay, more precise. You see, this is okay, 3866.84. We will try to find a p value which is close to our balanced point that we have you can say estimated, which is 112.2. Okay, and if you see here around 112.2, so there is no 112 is not there, it is 111.1115. Okay, how much we got? 1112, right? 1112.2, and the corresponding moment was around 307. Okay, let us see for 1115.98 the corresponding moment we are getting, it is, which is around 309. So it is okay. If you see, it is very close value. It is 1115 corresponding value we are getting 307. Pretty, I mean, fine, that the result that we are getting close to our manual calculation, right? And now let us see if we have p equal to 0 value. Here positive p means compression, so we don't have a p equal to 0, but let us see any value which is close to 0, suppose 6.4, and we are getting a moment of 155. Okay, and for 0 what we got, for p equal to 0 the moment we got 154. So pretty fine that the result that we are getting, the result that we are getting in our manual calculation, see, it is very close to what we are getting from our software result. So you have to decide how many interaction points you want in a particular curve, and how many interaction curves you want for one particular set. The default values are 24 and 11, but obviously you can change it just to, you can say, check your manual calculation. So this why this is how you will be, I mean, uh, let me see, you can assess the interaction curve in any software. So for this 0 point, we got a value of 154. This is 3866, and somewhere here we have the balance point. Somewhere here we have the balance point for which this is around 1112. Okay, maybe below this, somewhere here, 1 point somewhere here is 1112, and this I think 155 or 154, something like that, right? For the balance condition, how much we got? Okay, for balance condition it is 307. Okay. So if I just put my column, you can say cursor here, it is 323 and 1305. If I see somewhere, if I want to go to some close value, 11, okay, 1113, it is around 323. So somewhere here we will be having the balance point. Okay, so you can see that in software also, whatever we are getting, it is very close to what we are getting from manual. This is what we have estimated in our manual calculation also. This is my balance point, balanced point. This is my pure bending, sorry, pure compression, my bending, and then this point is pure tension. Now how to find for pure tension? Pure tension is nothing but 0.87. We know the steel will be totally yielded, so maximum stress 0.87 Fy into AST. How much is the AST? 982. So we can see 435 multiplied by 982. How much we should get in our case, in our condition? Let us just calculate. 435 into 982, getting a value of uh we're getting a value of 427 point. No, in our case it will be not 982 because the whole section is under tension, so it will be 19, how much, let me like this, 435 into 4 into 491 will be 854.3. 4 into 491 will be 854 kilonewton. It is in tension. Okay, so this point pure, so it is for pure tension, which I have not drawn in my capacity curve. So if I just show you here in this also maximum, so it is around 853.73. So I'm getting 854, which is very close, right? So like this you can understand the capacity PMM, you can say interaction curve by the provided by the softwares also. And you can see this is pretty fine, but again I'm saying, I mean, how precise you need the value, that you need to decide and need to put those inputs in the design preference. Okay, so this is how you can say draw the interaction curve, or the software draws the. Okay, so I hope this whole lecture series on the PM interaction curve is helpful, will be helpful to you. So if you have any doubt, please do write in the comment. I will try to apply as the earliest possible as per my capacity. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next lecture.